Jane and Jerry of Fort Dodge, Iowa, a banker and a salesman respectively, had lived on their acreage for over 25 years when they experienced a destructive house fire in September of 2013 and decided to build a modular home with Sunrise Housing in the following months. They were generous enough to share their experience.
Well, we had a fire in the kitchen September 22nd, and it was actually caused by a lightning strike that we had earlier that was pretty severe, and they felt it was the wiring that caused the fire in the kitchen. We had so much smoke damage. We could have rebuilt the house we had, but it was a 100-year-old house. We just felt it wasn't worth putting that much money into an old house. So it took us a while to decide that that's really what we wanted to do, because we were pretty attached to the old house, and our son was raised there. We knew we didn't want to leave the property, so we knew we wanted to build a new house. So we stayed in a motel for about, 5 days.
Yeah, didn't like that.
That was short-lived. We didn't like living in a motel. So we have a horse trailer with 11 quarters in the front. So we thought, we can live in there for a while. So we lived in our 11 quarter horse trailer for 5 or 6 weeks.
And then we decided to build an addition on the back of our garage.
A shop that...
Which would turn into a shop when we're done with it, but we made a nice place to live in there before it got cold. And
while the house was being built,
right,
and the basement dug and everything done. So we lived in the horse trailer for about 6 weeks, then moved into the garage for 3 months.
Yeah.
And watched as the basement was dug, all that excavation work done, and then the house came.
Yeah, but it all worked out nice.
Yeah, he ended up with a nice shop / man cave.
We wound up with a nice home, and I wound up with a nice man cave. So
yeah, so it worked out
great. It was going to be fast for us for getting back into a home from your home being burned down. So it was the easiest way for us to get back at home.
The quickest.
So
yeah.
And then the more we seen how they build them, actually the way I seen it, they build a modular home as good or better than a stick-built home, because it's all built inside. There's no weather destroying your house while they're building it. So.
And being through the winter, we were up against the weather, of course, and having the house built inside just made more sense than trying to have a contractor come out and stick build it through the winter weather. So that's why we went the way we did.
That's pretty much why we decided to go to the modular, because it was going to be faster, and we just thought they were built better than a stick home.
Yeah.
Because everything, it comes in 2 pieces, they put it together, and next thing you know, you got a house. How we found the floor plan was we just went around and looked at the houses that they had.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of, when we find one that we wanted or that we liked, we went in there and then we sat down with Coy, and he decided that this was the one we were going to go with. So, what do you want to change? Which was kind of neat, because if you wanted to have 2 more foot this way, you could do that. And if you wanted to move the hallway this way or that way or whatever you wanted to do, they could change anything you wanted.
Mm-hmm. I would say the best part was Sunrise. They knew the situation we were in with the fire and living in the trailer in the garage. Knew we needed to pretty much rush getting the house set here. Very patient with us. It was a trying time for us, trying to get everything put together, working with insurance, and there was so much we had to do, so much paperwork too that we had to do with the insurance, that they were really good about with patients at needing something done. I know sometimes I couldn't get to it. If they needed something changed or okayed, might take a couple days for me to get back to them. And then if I decide I wanted something different last minute, they were real good about going ahead and changing something that I requested to change. They were just really good to talk to. They're pretty good about knowing what you're wanting and getting the plans set the way you need them.
They gave us the most for our money.
Yeah, most bang for our buck.
You know, told us how to save a little here, spend a little more here, and you're going to like it. If a potential home builder was looking to build a house, I sure wouldn't be afraid to go over there, because those guys will set you down, put you at ease in what you're doing. You give them a kind of figure what you need, what you want to spend, and they'll show you just exactly what they can build for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's what was nice about it, was you didn't have to have $400,000 to build a house. You told them that, you know, you get so much to work with, and that's what you want, and they didn't try to push you one way or another. And it was just, we'd recommend it.